Yeah. Let me see if we get this going, man. Let's see if we can get this going, man. It is live. We are live. All right. All right, man. Y'all be patient with me, man. As we get this live going and stuff like that, man. First of all, welcome to another edition of Cano Local Sports, being brought to you by CO Management, DV Tracksuits. Big shout out to the mighty LDBC. I wasn't able to set this up where I wanted to set it up, so we got the basic StreamYard in the background, man. So please forgive me for that, man. But for right now, that's what we're going to use for today until the next go around, because I got something set up over there somewhere else, man. Big shout out to the mighty LDBC. Jose Diaz, Shawala Ya. We're going to have Khalil Coe. I don't plan to keep him on long, but he does have an upcoming fight. He's going to be on the undercard of the Durant Boost Ennis, fight card and shit like that. So I figure we get on here, man, and I start the live early, let people filter in case anybody had questions for him or anything like that. Other than that, I'm just going to, keep it short and to the point with him. And we'll just take it from there, man. And see how things go, man. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Uh-oh, what happened here? All right, let me get all this going, man, and stuff like that. Hopefully everybody's been doing good, though. Khalil Coe is a fighter that I've been mentioning to y'all before. I've had the pleasure to have him on the show before, and he's a good guy, man. He can fight. The main thing is he can fight, man. He's one of those that you got to keep an eye on, man, because he's doing a lot of big things, man, in boxing. He is 27 years old, out of New Jersey. What's going on, Joe Townsend? I should have tested my other platform, man, to do this on, man, but we're gonna try to make it work with this, man, for the day, man. Unfortunately, even though I was testing it with my older brother, man, I see that it worked. It was just kind of late in the game for me to switch and give him a different link and all that other good stuff. So what's going on, Slick Rick? But hopefully we got him on here. We get him on here very soon. He is an undefeated fighter. He's 8-0, 6 knockouts. He had that one fight that was a draw. That was back in November 19th of 2021. Yes, he does work the body really good, man. Test was solid. Yeah, man. It was a good setup, man. I just gotta get all the graphics the way I want on the other side. And once I do that, I'll start using that from here on out. By the way, I owe Kevin Newman an interview as well. So I do gotta reach out to him as well, man, and see if I can't make that one up sometime soon. I'm gonna text and see, man, if they're ready yet. And see if we can't get started in here, man. You know what I mean? But anyways, man, I'm glad the people are floating in through here, man. As y'all know, I got my Fresno Kendo signed poster. I got the Carlos Ortiz signed boxing glove, Mike Tyson signed boxing glove. I got my personalized boxing gloves back there as well. I have artwork over there on the left side, man, that a good friend of mine did for me, man. It's got me, Subriel Matias, and the Tyson and all that other shit, man. And of course I got the flag on there, man. And don't worry about my little chairs that are leaning back like that, man. Man, we got a lot of good boxing coming up, though, man. But I'm really excited about the Fundura versus Earl Spence fight, man. I really am, man. I think I'm actually excited about the Zhang versus Wilder fight as well. I think Wilder's going to win that. I know that there's been a lot of rumblings, man, that people didn't like, man, because, Wilder said that, if I don't win this fight, I might consider retiring. But without further ado, we got Khalil Coe in the building, man. What's going on with you, bro?
What's up, man? How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I didn't get to set up the stream the way I wanted, so we're on a different platform that I'm normally used to using. So I apologize for that. I was gonna wear the shirt that Eric sent me, man, but you know that motherfucker feet tight, man. You know, because Eric a little skinny, man. I'm a little thicker, you know. So,
Yeah.
but what's been good with you, man? What's been going on since your last fight, man?
Just training, I'm in camp right now, working on the next one. We just, you feel me, getting ready, sharpening up.
I know you had that fight with Juan Osuna, man. Your last fight out, man. He was an undefeated fighter, 20 wins with 0 losses, man. Going into that fight, man, what was your mindset, man?
He's just another opponent, man. Another day in the office, bro. I try not to look at the record, you feel me, but just the man in front of me, and we go from there. He bleed like I bleed. He put his pants on like me, and we just stuck to our game plan.
I guess the reason I mentioned it is, and I thought it was a good fight for you, by the way. People got to realize that you're 8-0. You're 8-0, you know, and I heard a lot of chatter that I didn't like. You know, I'm like, oh man, but who was the 20-0 guy? I'm like, bro, you got an individual by Khalil Coe who's been taking tough fights his whole career, and it was only his 8th fight. Why are y'all criticizing the opponent at this stage of his career? Like, I don't get it, man. Do you want to even say anything on that?
Hey, man, in this sport, man, regardless of who you fighting, there's always gonna be somebody who tries to downplay what you've done. You see what I'm saying? And that's just what comes with the game. There's a lot of people that won't even get in the ring. You know, they say they criticize all the fighters that have, and they have never put on a pair of gloves, never even stepped in the boxing gym themselves. You know, so I don't take people serious, and and what they say. You know, at the end of the day, I'm still gonna go in there and I'm gonna do what I do. These are just stepping stones. You know, we know what boxing is.
Mm-hmm. I think you're in good hands, by the way, man, with the people that are surrounding you, man. Of course, I know Eric Roman Sr. personally, so, you know, I'm going to be biased. I think you're in good hands anyway, but can you tell us a little bit about the work with him?
Definitely, man. He's a stand-up guy. You know, smart, intelligent. His IQ on boxing is broad. You know, he's dealt with a lot of people. He had and helped them grow and develop. Like for example, his son, he's built his son from the ground up. You know, and we if you're familiar with him, you know how good he is. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, man, he's brought a lot to the table. You know, it's consistency. You know, the main thing. You know, he's tough, but that's what we need.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with my Lito gang, man. I knew him from
Malito.
Yeah, he's a little kid, man. Like, I know I'm old, folks. I know the crowd probably saying, you old, Cano. Yeah, I am. But seeing him from where he was, man, like knee high all the way now, I'm like, damn, I'm getting super old. You know what I mean?
Well, shit, he just grew a mustache and beard in like the last 2-3 months, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. So your training camp, man, because I know you're going to be, for those who don't know, man, go ahead and let them know when your next fight is and the card is going to be on.
I'll be fighting July 13th in Philly, you know, on the Boots, the Ennis Crowley card. July 13th, you know, the Wells Fargo Arena.
Hey, man, how does it? Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
No, you're good.
How does it feel to be on an event that huge, man? Because to me, that's a huge event, man, where people are going to get an opportunity to really get to know you, man.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I'm loving this event. You know, me and Boots, that has history. You know, we've been working with each other, sparring each other for a long time since I was in the amateurs. You know, his pops, I love his pops. You know, we real cool, we close. You know, and for us to be able to fight on the same card, you know, this is his homecoming. You feel me? So I told him the other day when we in the gym, like, bro, I'm gonna set the tone, and you close the show. You know, it's gonna be a hell of a night.
Yes, indeed, man. So how has the training camp been going thus far?
It's good, you know. I'm out in the middle of nowhere, you know. Great facility though, you know. Some time to you clear your mind and peace and focus on just training, no distractions. I get up, I go run. Me and the team, we go run, come back. We have our chef, we cook, go to the gym. We have a set routine, and everything has just been. You feel me? We make it fun.
Mhm. Yes, indeed, man. And you don't even have to mention names if you don't want, man. But as far as sparring, how has your sparring been going? And is there anybody you can
I,
tell us that you've sparred that's actually been helping you pretty good for this?
I've actually just had my first sparring session yesterday. For this camp. Musin, he's on Instagram as the Muslim boxer. We did 7 rounds. I felt good, but like I said, that was my first time sparring since camp started. And we about to start picking it up a lot more, and going from there.
Yes, indeed, man. And for people who have been under a rock and maybe not know you, let them know what kind of style you bring, man, to the boxing ring, man.
Hey man, I like to box, man, but right now they got me labeled as like the knockout artist. But I like to box. I'm a boxer puncher, and
Mm.
yeah, man, I like to put on a show.
Well, one thing I know for sure, and I didn't even have to know Eric for this, but the jab. The
Yeah.
jab is phenomenal jab that you throw, man. And I know Eric is a big jab person, man. He teaches that snapping hard jab, man. That get back type of jab is what I call it, man. Can you talk about that a little bit?
I mean, the jab is one of the first things I've learned in boxing. It's the most important punch. It sets up everything. So with that jab, it's like for I've developed that jab because I had a broken hand. I broke my right hand, and then I thought I was going to get some time off in the gym, and I didn't. He's like, you know what? We're just going to go in the gym. You're going to perfect your jab, and that's how like people who know me and follow my career from the beginning, they know that I used to just throw right hands like crazy, you know. And now like it's the jab, and everything else comes off of the jab, But yeah, that's the most important setup punch off of everything. You can use it as defense, you can use it as offense. That's the keys.
Yeah, and I have been keeping up with you from the beginning because of course Eric told me about you from day one, and I'm a big critic. Now he'll ask me what you think of him, and I'm like, man, you need to settle them down a little bit. What I'm saying? Like, I wasn't being like
Mm-hmm.
in the form of shitting on the fighter. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, you're asking me, and this was in the beginning, by the way, so this ain't,
Mm-hmm.
but what I've noticed is that you have been improving every fight. Every fight I've seen you more and more settled, more and more working behind the jab, not rushing your shots no more. Uh, how hard was that to get to that point?
It was more so about like me just getting comfortable on that stage. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, because we do it, we do it in sparring, and we do it in like I was doing it before the pros, but it's about getting acclimated with that environment and under them lights, and that pressure. So it was more so about me getting comfortable at the pro stage in the ring, and once I got comfortable, I found my feet, and I'm able to do what I do. I'm able to work how I want to work, break people down, and get them out of there.
Now, to me, man, that seems to be like a much funner way to fight, in my opinion. I mean, is it the same case with you?
Definitely, definitely. When you're in there, just you having fun. You doing what you like to do. You're in there. You thinking you thinking of all the things you thought you did in camp, trying different things, and you getting the job done.
Yeah, man. Because I mean, the way I look at it, man, and this is just me looking at it as an outsider, right? I'm watching the fights. Of course, I've been to your fight before, you know that. But from the outside looking in, man, the way I describe it is, yo, he's punishing him little by little. He's just punishing him little by little, man. Like he's enjoying breaking this dude down,
Hmm.
and then when that good opening comes, say goodbye.
Definitely, definitely. You break them down. You don't go in looking for the knockout. You know what I'm saying? You take your time. You break the fighter down. You break his will. You take everything from him, and then you get him out of there.
Yes, indeed, man. And let everybody know what weight class you're fighting in.
Light heavyweight.
Yes, indeed, man. And I know like this is gonna be your ninth fight and stuff like that, but where do you think you're gonna be at within a year?
I'll be in the mix of a title if I don't have one already. You know what I'm saying? Like this next fight is gonna be some big fights. I'm just not sure how big. You see what I'm saying? But definitely looking for a title.
Well, I like to hear that, man, because that lets me know that you're not trying to play around. You're trying to fast track on through. Mm-hmm. You're not trying to go too fast, but at the same time, you ain't trying to slow down. You're trying to do it at a good pace and get there quickly and stuff like that. Big stepper, man. You got to tell us where that. You got to tell us where that nickname came from. You got to tell them where that nickname came from.
Like you see me, like I walk on my toes. Like when I walk, it like since a kid I've been like that. I walk, especially if I start walking fast, I tend to like take like big steps. And it was just something that like it stuck out to me when people were saying it. Like, all right, cool, I like that name, man. I'm gonna use that as my boxing name.
I mean, it's like a double entendre though, man, because when you in that ring, boy, you big stepping too though.
Yeah, you gotta feel me? You can't just name yourself that and not live by it. So you gotta put the work in too.
Yeah, man. I'm happy, man, that you are going to be fighting on that card, man. Of course, I'm a big fan. And I ain't gonna lie to you. Had it not been for Eric, I probably wouldn't have known of you as early as I did. Mm-hmm. So I thank him for that, man, because I'm always looking for fighters that nobody talks about. Mm-hmm. Which is why he's like, hey, man, he called me, said, hey, man, you got to check this guy out. You got to check that guy out. He's gave me a bunch of names, man, but the one that really stuck out the most was you and his son.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I appreciate you for coming to the fight too, man. Once again, man, for pulling up.
Man, I had a blast, man. I told you, man, if I tell you I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there. And I was there, Of course, I was talking shit in the stands and shit, but
hey, that's how it is, man.
What they gonna do to me, man? Nothing. Nothing, man. So, man, within a year, man. So, do you consider yourself a contender already?
Most definitely, absolutely. I just feel like, in a way, it's just not my time. I feel like everything happens, for a reason and when it wants to happen. So. When the light do shine, I'm gonna be ready.
Now I was trying to look around, man, and I could find out at the end of the day if I really, really dug deep because I know a lot of people, man, but I haven't found an opponent for you yet. So is that something that's still in the air, or do y'all have somebody in mind, or what?
We have an opponent. Manuel Gallegos or something like that. So
Manuel Gallegos. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look him up, man. Damn, man, my notifications are blowing up, man. Hey, well, look, I'm not gonna hold you on here long. I've been trying to do something a little different with my interviews. I'm trying not to have these long, drawn-out interviews.
Okay.
I know that you got things to do and training to do and all that other good stuff, man. But I do want you to let everybody know where they can follow you at on social media. Once again, tell them again when you're fighting and some last words for them, man.
You can follow me on Instagram at Khalil Coe _ Follow me on Twitter, Khalil Coe #1. You feel me? And we fighting July 13th, the Wells Fargo Arena in Philly. Pull up, man. We about to put on another show.
And any last words for the people?
Hey, I'm gonna give y'all money's worth. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be exciting.
Definitely go give the money's worth, man. Anything you felt like I might have left out that you wanted to say, or?
Nah, man. I just appreciate everybody who's been following me and supporting me, man. And we're gonna keep working, man. We're gonna keep grinding. Y'all support me, and I'm gonna keep making y'all happy.
Yes, indeed, man. I ain't gonna be able to pull up to Philly, but
it's next cool. time you be there in spirit.
Yeah. Next time around, man, I'm gonna definitely try, man. I try not to go traveling unless I could drive there, and everybody knows. Everybody that knows me knows, man. I ain't trying to leave without my guns, bro.
Respectfully.
My guns, man, you know, because you know, I can fight. I can fight, man, but I'm 54, bro. You know, my days of throwing punches, man, are like very limited, man. So I got to have my backup.
Respectfully. Respectfully.
If I get winded, you know, I got to give them 17 reasons to stay away from me.
Respectfully. Respect, bro.
I mean,
Hell yeah.
man, I appreciate you, man, joining me, man. And
Appreciate you,
I
man.
know everybody enjoyed it. Hopefully, we get you back on for maybe a post fight or something like that under different circumstances. Because, like I said, I'm trying to redo my my live setup, and we're on like a basic setup right now that I'm not really. It's bugging me right now that I'm even live like this, man. But you know, we got to get done what we had to get done and stuff like that, man.
Let me know, man. You know how to contact me, man.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. Hey, man. Win by any means necessary.
Any means necessary. Let's go.
All right, man. Appreciate you, bro. All right, that was Khalil Coe, man, the big stepper, man. I told y'all I was gonna bring him. I got him on in here, man, and stuff like that, man. Like I said, he's fighting on the Jerron Boots in his undercard. So hopefully y'all tune into that, man. This guy is explosive, man. He's explosive, man. Like I said, when I first watched him, you know, he was still raw. You could tell he was still raw, that he still had a lot of the things to work on, man. But he would still get the job done, man. And anytime Eric had, Eric always text me or call me and ask for my critique, because I'm gonna tell you something. That's one thing about Eric Roman Sr. He loves constructive criticism. He's not one of these people that get in their feelings when you critique a fight. You know what I'm saying? Because what he's trying to do, and he's very smart, what he's trying to do is see if anybody else saw things that he might have not saw. So then he can take them back to the gym and polish it, you know, and mix it in that pot, man, and get it nice and polished and shit, you know. So big shout out to Khalil Coe. Big shout out to Eric Roman Sr. Oh, my goodness. Look, 9-0 motherfucking 3 boxing is in this motherfucker, bro. Bro, it ain't alive until I see that name pop across the chat. It ain't, I'm saying, like that's. Yeah, that's my twin brother, man. I don't give a fuck, man. Fuck it, I'm gonna say that's my twin brother, man. That's my twin brother, man. And I got something to say about 903, though, man, you know, because I saw what he said the other day, you know, and he's like, man, did this motherfucker read my mind and, you know, steal my thoughts, man, before I even got to say it? Brother, you be doing the same shit to me. You be doing the same shit to me. And I'm like, bro, I don't even feel like talking about it now. This motherfucker done stole the thunder, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I had this. I was thinking the same motherfucking way, man. So vice versa, man. It goes both ways, 903, man. I've done it to you and you've done it to me, man. It is what it is, man. And what can you do, man, when people are like-minded? That's what happens, man. That's what happens, man. I do consider him my brother, man. And, you know, for those who don't like me saying that, oh, well, shit. I mean, look, man, it's like I said before, man. Who gonna do something to me, man? I'm here, man. I'm here and I'm everywhere, man. So that's what it is with me, man, on that, man. But back to Khalil Coe. He fights July 13th, man, on the Jerron Boots in his undercard, man. Please tune in by all means necessary, man. Khalil Coe does not disappoint. I've been to his fights personally. He does not disappoint, man. It is always a movie when Khalil Coe fights, man. Okay? Now, so tune into that, man. Anytime I give you a fighter to look at, trust me, man, you might want to look at him, bro. You might want to look at him, man, because I believe he's going to be a future champion. No doubt about it, man. Now, I ain't going to stay on here too much longer, man. I just wanted to do that quick little interview, and I'm trying to do that from now on. Anytime I bring somebody on, I think 10 to 15 minutes, man, unless the chat has questions. 10 to 15 minutes, man. I don't like to hold them too much longer than that, man, especially when they're in training, man, for a fight. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they're not training for a fight and it's just a regular interview, then we can talk a little bit shit. You know what I'm saying? But man, it is what it is, man. Like I said, man, this always been brought to you by CL Management, DV Tracksuits. Oh yeah, the watch be shining too, but anyway, DV Tracksuits. Big shout out to the mighty LDBC. Y'all already know Cano Loco Sports. Man, I'm getting the hell up out of here, man.